Exactly. And our other candidate is Mr. Roger Kent. All right, and Sheriff, the floor is yours for 3 minutes.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I hope tonight is pretty good for you. I know we had a little north wind blow in. It's cold, but we're going to get through this all the same. Like Jack said, my name is Scott Williams. I'm your sheriff. I know most everybody in here, and I'm thankful that you came here tonight to support us. Just to give you a little brief history about me, if you don't know, I'm married, been with the same woman for 31 years. I'm 48, so do the math. I have 2 wonderful children. I also have 2 wonderful grandchildren. They mean the world to me. That's why I do what I do. I believe that Coryell County has moved a long ways, and in a lot of areas in the wrong direction. The criminals have gotten better. They've gotten more organized, more modern, if you will. So I've taken it upon myself for the last 3 years to modernize our sheriff's office, to bring us to the level to combat these criminals that are terrorizing the great good folks in this room, the good folks in this county. I stand here before you today telling you that I'm going to continue that fight. What I need from you is I need your vote. I need you to think about that when you go to vote for the right man. I appreciate your time, and I look forward to answering your questions. God bless you.
Thank y'all very much for coming tonight. It's, to me, it's a great honor to be here in front of you. My dream, as I was in junior high, was to be sheriff of Coryell County. And how that dream came about was when I was in the 7th grade, our Texas history book told a story about 2 men that came to Gatesville and bought 5,000 head of cattle. Paid with them with gold. They brought the cattle to a set of pens that belonged to W.W. Hamilton. That's where they branded them for the road brand. I didn't know who W.W. Hamilton was at the time, but I talked to my dad. He told me that W.W. Hamilton, my great-great-grandfather, he was the 3rd sheriff of Coryell County. My dad told me that he was a big-time rancher in Coryell County, and Indian fighter, and a good lawman. And that was when I got my calling to be a lawman. I got into law enforcement as soon as I turned 21, and I have 25 years experience in law enforcement. I have worked as a CID. I worked as an undercover narcotic officer. I worked narcotics for several years, and I feel like I'm very qualified to be the sheriff. Now, I'm holding a book. This book I wrote. It's about my life, my experience in law enforcement, and the legends that I work with. Everything in this book is true. If anybody asked if I wrote it word for word, I'd have to say no. All of the stories are true that I wrote. I hired a consultant in Dallas to help me put it together. Right now it's been sold on Amazon, and every review that we get is 5 stars. It's a pretty good book. Now, I'm going to autograph 1,000 of these throughout the community. I had a book signing, I sold some, but I also fed them catfish. So we had a good time. But if anybody anybody would like to get one of these books and read it, I'll gladly give them one. If anybody would like to write down my phone number,
All right. Now, just like the other candidates, you know what, I think, what we do, let's pull this back here. Just so I can, feels like we're getting a suntan up here. Okay? And plus, y'all bear with me, I'm on the tail end of bronchitis, and I'm just trying to keep it together tonight. Y'all ain't gonna get lucky, and I ain't gonna lose my voice just yet. All right. Listen, we got questions sent to us from the public, and I'll give you one guess what 10,000 of those questions were about. One word. Anybody? No? Jail! Right? So I just want to yell the word jail, and y'all just run for 2 minutes, whatever. No, I'm kidding. I would, we've already beat to death the question on, is it a good idea, is it a bad idea? We've already come to a conclusion on that. So what I want to know is, y'all been paying attention. And let's see, you're the first. Where do you feel like we are in the process of getting to our new jail, and are you satisfied with our progress to date?
It's a very good question. Thank you. Who asked that, but thank them for me. The process of the jail is something that we all know needs to happen. Am I happy where we are? I started my mission on the jail 3 years ago, and we're just now to the point of getting down to the nitty-gritty. I will tell you, if we stick a shovel in the ground today, it's going to be 2 years before jail is built. And I know there's a lot of politicians that ran on building a new jail. Well, I'm going to tell you, I ran on that as well. We house a lot of inmates out of our county. We're spending, I guarantee you, we'll be budgeting close to $1.5 million this year for it. We're very much in need of it. Our commissioners have done a fantastic job. They did a fantastic job today. They're driving it forward, but we're doing it smart. We're making sure that when there's a lot of choices, that way we're good stewards of your money. I believe that yes, we need to do it, but we need to do it very smartly. And answer your question, Jack, I'm very pleased with the progress we've made since we took it serious. I think we're 3 years behind, but you asked my opinion, and that's my opinion.
Okay.
I've thought long and serious about the jail also. Each time a government takes on its project, there's gonna always be more involved than the original bid. Been involved in businesses, been involved in government, and what I would like, I'm all for a jail, but I want the people of Coryell County to decide if they want that jail. I want you to know what the cost is gonna be. I'll give you an example. The last time we authorized the jail, the taxpayers voted on it. It's gonna be a $16 million jail. Okay? It's just like buying a house. You buy a house, $100,000, time to pay for it, you got $350,000, $400,000. I want the public to know what it's gonna cost through the cycle of the jail.
Well, Mr. Hammock, you get the first question this time. What's our current bed capacity in Coryell County, and what do you think it should be in the next 10 years?
That, you have to answer that. I don't run the jail.
Okay. All right, Sheriff, please.
I'm pretty privy to that kind of information. I'll tell you, I have a 92-bed facility. Okay, we try to keep it around 82 or 83 because we do business every day. We need a place to put a criminal. We actually have anywhere between 150 and I've seen as much as 180 inmates. Okay, 92-bed facility, let's do that math. Okay, we just voted in Commissioners Court to renew our contract with McLennan County. It's $75 a day per inmate to house an inmate in McLennan County. So we're talking about being stewards of money, taxpayer money. Wants you to know exactly what it's going to cost. I will tell you, we're going to spend $1.5 million from this moment on. It will never go under $1 million, I promise you. We're renting beds. Okay, we will never exhaust this debt renting beds. What we need to do is take that money, make smart decisions, calculated decisions as a whole, Commissioners Court, each and every elected official, listen to our peers out here, our constituents that live in the county. We do that, we become good stewards of your money. We start spending the money that we're renting beds with and build our jail. That we're looking at 240 beds. That allows us plenty of growth. You're talking being able to do 48-bed expansions as we grow, up to roughly 400 beds. We're not trying to do it all at once. We're building it in a way where we can grow it. Then we have something that belongs to us. We're not renting somebody else's jail. We're not paying somebody else's. Thank you.
This is another very popular question. We had several different varieties of this, but it basically boils down to, besides the budget, what's the number one challenge facing the Sheriff's Department today, and how do you think you can combat that in the new administration?
Our number one challenge is, now this is my personal opinion, staff retention. What about now? Staff retention. We are at a level in our pay and our benefits that does not make us compete in the market. I have lost several employees. As a matter of fact, I have some here tonight that are here to support me, that have left me because working for a good boss doesn't pay the bills. But I thank y'all for being here. That's our greatest challenge, is retaining our staff. And I try to alleviate that, with our training budget. We take cuts in other places so I can elevate my training budget. That way I can give my staff, whether they're communications, whether they're jail, whether they're patrol deputy CID, the training that they need. Not only the stuff they need, but the stuff they want. And that kind of subsidizes it. So anyway, our greatest challenge is retaining employees. Thank you.
Got it? Same question. What do you see as the number one challenge for the Sheriff's Department today? How would you combat that in your administration?
The number one challenge for any sheriff is the jail. That's just simple fact. And the jail has to be operated where we don't have people hurt. We don't have people being fed pepper spray. We don't have somebody killed in there. We don't have somebody selling drugs in there. Because most lawsuits throughout any state go back in relation to the jail. We're sitting on some lawsuits right now that one of my businesses was working as an insurance adjuster. I was taken in as a partner for about 5 years. The knowledge that I received from that, I drive around town, I see all kinds of liability for the county. But the liability right now is the jail. Now, if we build a bigger jail, have more people, have more employees, can we stop those lawsuits? I don't know. But I think I have a plan that will do it. I will have I'd like to say something about the salary. I agree that we should be paid salary. I started out in law enforcement, working 6 days a week, $480 a month, $2 and something an hour is what it came down to. But we had some insurance, we had a little retirement, and I was able, my wife and I was able to go to buy a house and make car payments. Today, I don't know what deputies make, but I can tell you right now, it's hard to buy a house and a vehicle. A house today, 150, 200,000. Vehicle, 30, 40,000.
Sorry. You're first, you're next. I want to ask you, as y'all in the field and everybody, all the men and women that represent us in law enforcement, keep us safe, what's your feeling about, I asked the House reps about their feeling about constitutional carry. Do you feel like the state of Texas needs to pass more restrictive gun laws to stem the tide of mass shootings? Or what's your personal opinion in regards to citizens and them owning guns?
The Second Amendment, I'll back it to my dying gun in my hand. And more gun laws will not stop shooting. You're gonna have people doing shooting because they're local here. And it's gonna happen. We just gotta be prepared for it. Right now, we got 2 deputies out there, right there. I mean, they're armed to the teeth. There's not gonna be any shooting going on in here. And that's the way we're gonna handle it. I am a licensed hand carrying Republican. and I will have that gun until the day I'm dead. And I will back anybody in Coryell County the right to have that weapon. Thank you.
Sure.
Like that question too. Worked hand in hand with Commissioner Ray Ashby, to get Coryell County.
Hit it again. There you go.
Hey, look at there. Anyway, worked with, Commissioner Ray Ashby, to put together and make Coryell County a Second Amendment sanctuary county. I'll tell you, I'm a red-blooded American person. I'm an American that happens to be a Republican. I believe that every law-abiding citizen in our county, in our state, in our country should have that right to bear arms. Because I'm going to tell you, you take away that right to bear arms, what's to keep them from taking every other one? Right. That's how it starts. If I take away your freedom of speech, if I take away your right to bear arms, then I can take away anything else on it. That's absurd. I'm pro Second Amendment. I believe everybody should have a firearm. I believe in constitutional carry to a certain extent. I believe all this effort to work on gun laws, let's take that money and effort and let's put it toward the mental health crisis that we have. There's the problem. Said a while ago, folks are, mental health has something to do with mass shootings. Well, absolutely it does. I can't think of a sane person wants to run in there and shoot up a school, shoot up a church. Let's work on that instead of worrying about taking somebody's guns. Because I can promise you, I have one on my hip right now. If I laid it here on the stage till somebody did something with it, it's not going to hurt nobody in this room.
Well, while you're at it, you're the first, I believe, right? Yeah. While you're at it, one of the questions we got was asking us, what's a TCOL license? And is this something that has to be renewed, and is yours up to date?
Okay? TCO is the governing agency that governs law enforcement, okay? We have to be certified, we have to maintain 40 hours of continued training every 2 years. I happen to hold an intermediate, and I'm gonna tell you the difference between a basic, intermediate, advanced, and master's is just the name. I have the same arrest authority as a master peace officer, I have the same arrest authority as a basic peace officer. Is mine up to date? Absolutely it is. I go above and beyond what is required of me as far as my training requirements because I want to be smarter. I want to know how to do my job. I want to know what it takes to do my job. And I want to do it the right way, the legal way. So, if you lose your TCO license, you can get it back depending on the circumstances. You'll have to take the updates, you'll have to do the legislative updates, you'll have to take all the required court classes. But I guess to answer your question, yes, I have one and it is current. Has never not been current.
Is your TCO up to date and all that?
Okay, yeah, my TICO license is up to date. And, we're required to have like 40 hours every 2 years. The last time it be updated, I was down to one class. De-escalation class. Coryell County was having a class here in, put on my cleat. Coryell County, the sheriff was hosting it. So I called the sheriff's office to sign up for that class, which is actually available to anybody needing TCO certification in the whole state of Texas. I got authorized from the coordinator. He registered me. About 15 minutes later, I got a call from the sheriff saying I could not attend that class because it's only for his employees. I said, okay, you're the boss. You bet I am. And what's this I hear about you gonna run for sheriff? I said, that's right. He said, what's this I hear about you writing a book? I said, right again. He said, let me tell you something, Mr. Hammond, you don't know what the hell you're getting into. And so if you want to talk about TCO, let's talk about it. But nobody's gonna threaten me. So what I did, I spent $500 going another cleat, which was right here in town, would have been free. I paid $500 to join that organization, drove to Del Rio, and took my class. And I could have taken it right here in Dayton. I'm a pretty good taxpayer. I think I should have had the right to take that class right here in Dayton. That's about all I got to say about it.
All right. Welcome to the rules that we agreed to in advance. Whenever a statement is made directly to another opponent, the opponent gets a minute rebuttal, plus the minute gets deducted from the next candidate's time to answer a question. So, Sheriff Wiggins.
Well, I'd like to kick some of that off on the floor down there, but I don't want it on my boots. I will tell you that's an absolute lie. You said you spent $400 to sign up for fleet. Last time I checked, it's about $35, $40 a month. Okay, to take a fleet class, you have to sign up with Cleat, not the Coryell County Sheriff's Office. Okay, the rest of that conversation was, you're gonna carry my license, I'm taking your class, and you're gonna let me do it. You know what? I'm not gonna call you and tell you when my classes are. It's up to you to figure out when my classes are. It's up to you to contact Cleat and take your class. So, to stand here and spew a little bit out of your little fiction book, I'm not gonna copy it.
You get the next question, but this time we're down to a minute for this one. So listen, every budget season, Coryell County, you know, you gotta make magic happen. Because we've only got so much revenue coming into this county. It's not like we can tell the bad guys, hey, listen, we've reached our budget, y'all can't do nothing, no more break-ins, no more breaking the law, we can't pay for anything, that's up. We still got a job to get done, even though we don't have that much revenue, right? So, under your administration, what would you do to reform the budget of the sheriff's department, along with working with the county commissioners to get more revenues for that department? I mean, where do you think, if anywhere, some fat could be trimmed from the sheriff's department budget?
First off, let me say this. Law enforcement organizations were never set up to make a profit. It's just fact. They're set up to protect and serve. And y'all are paying for that. And that's what you should be getting. I don't know how to, and he doesn't either know how to cut the budget. Because it can't be. Now we can utilize our deputies in a way that will, I believe, prevent having to hire more deputies. Now, I've been in CID, I worked on patrol. The way it's set up here in Coryell County, let's say we have a felony down here on Pitco. We got a patrol officer goes out there and makes a report.
Okay. Any questions?
I had a question one more time.
Wow. With the limited funds that you already have to begin with, how would you craft a budget, decide the budget, whatever you want to call it, to trim the fat if there is any fat?
We do it every year. My division commanders work very hard with the budget within their division. They craft a budget, and then it comes to me. And what I do with it is I look through it and I trim the fat out of it right then. You know, I'm a believer that there's a difference between toys and tools. Okay? Their list of wants, my patrol lieutenant sits right here, he has a long list of wants, but he understands after minding his working relationship that we gotta trim a little to get what we need. Well then, once all that gets consolidated, then I go work hand in hand with the commissioners and the county judge and the county auditor. And then we trim a little more or add a little more. But the way we do our budgets is last year, if I have a surplus in this line item and a deficit in this one, my responsibility to level it out. Give you more bang for your buck.